Rematch needs to fix these things as soon as possible. So don't get me wrong, I've been really enjoying Rematch. I've been playing it a lot, and especially since my last video, and my last video I did give it a lot of praise. But now it's been like a few weeks after that video and nothing really has changed in Rematch, so that's why I'm making this video. So in this video I won't be talking much about the game because I obviously already did a video on that, so you can go back and watch that if you like. So this video is more about the problems that Rematch does have, and I'll be going through the problems and what they should fix and what they should add to the game. The first problem, which is probably the biggest problem at the moment of the game, is crossplay. Like, this is the feature that everyone wants, but don't get me wrong, like, it doesn't really matter to me because most of my friends are on Xbox or Xbox Game Pass on the PC, so you know, I can play with pretty much all my friends. But I know this is the feature that everyone wants, and to be honest, this is a feature that's really important because this is a game that is much better with friends. So you know, if you're excluding friends like from playing this game, then you know, they'll just go to different games and play. Like, I know they're adding it, right? But just when they're going to add it. As I said, this feature is so important. Some players might get bored and go to other games already. So, you know, you don't really want that. You want people staying on your game and playing. And to be honest, I don't know why it's taking so long to add, because they can already sort of do it now with Xbox console players and Xbox Game Pass PC players. You could play together. So I don't know why it would be so hard just to be able to play with players on Steam and also console. So another big problem with Rematch is ranked, and to be honest, this is probably the most annoying problem at the moment for me. So at the moment, obviously there's only 5v5, and obviously everyone wants 3v3 and 4v4 ranked, and so do I. But to be honest, the biggest problem for me is that the ranked matches aren't accurate. So for example, I'm in Platinum Division 1, and in my game you'll be able to find gold players but also diamond players, which to be honest is really annoying. You might think, why is this a problem? But it's a problem because let's say the other team has only platinums, and on your team you'll have a couple of golds and platinums. You can lose the match because of that, and it's no fault of theirs because if they're not very good. But if you're playing like ranked, you're going to be played competitively, and there's been so many times where I've been close to diamond and we've lost matches because the keeper's made like a stupid mistake, and you know, likelihood is because they're in a lower rank than you, which to be honest, as I said, it's annoying. And you know, this happens often. It doesn't happen just now and again. I've been in a lot of games, right, and I've lost like 10 matches in a row just because of things like this. So ranked platinum should be pretty much your team platinum players and their team platinum players. It shouldn't be like from gold or diamonds. Maybe only diamonds if you're coming up to it, maybe, I don't know, but it needs to be better. It needs to be more accurate. But also another problem is that you can't get deranked in the game. So if you're in platinum now, you can't be deranked to gold, and I think that's a problem because some players could have ranked up earlier on in the game when it was easier to platinum, and now they're stuck in platinum. So platinum now, you got a mix of like bad players but also really good players. I think once you get out of platinum it's a lot easier, but in platinum, as I said, it's a mix between bad and good players. So if you don't have a team to play with, Jesus Christ, platinum is crazy. You're going to come across all sort of things. And these problems of ranked, I don't think they're hard problems to fix either. Like, how hard is it to add a 3v3 and a 4v4 ranked? And also, how hard is it just to be more accurate with the ranks in ranked modes? I don't know why that's hard to fix. Like, the player base is big enough, so you don't have to like widen the margin. Like, a lot of people play this game. Like, another easy fix is achievements. Like, for some reason you can't unlock all the achievements. It's bugged for some reason. Some achievements you just can't get further than it is. Like, I'm stuck on 52% of like scoring goals and saving shots. Why can't they fix this? Surely this is an easy fix. I would also say this is a problem as well because you can see your match results after a game, but constantly every time you scroll to the match result it keeps sending you back, or you have to keep dragging to it as well. Like, when you finish the game it should send you to the match results, right, and just leave you there instead of like keep sending you back and you got to keep scrolling. Like, I like looking at the match results, how well I've done, how well my team's done. And also at the same time, I would like them to add a feature where after the match you can see your past results. I mean, this is an added thing, this ain't a problem, but the match results at the end of the game, I would say that is a problem. But you know, as I said, it would be nice to just, after the game, you can see your past results of the different games you've played, you know, just to see how you've played over the last few matches. They have actually added a really good option to report players, to be honest. This is a really good thing. You can now report players if they're like messing around in the game, not playing seriously, scoring own goals and all that, which is really good feature. But the problem is you've got to go to their Discord and do it. Why is there no in-game thing to report people just to make it easier? Some people are like, oh, I can't be able to go to their Discord and report them and all that, and some people might not even have Discord. So it's just annoying. Like, why can't it be an in-game feature? Like, don't get wrong, it's good they added it. I mean, I do report some people on Discord, but some people just won't be bothered to do that. And, you know, if you want the game to be better, get rid of these players, get them banned for a couple of days, you've got to have an in-game report button, so it's a lot easier to ban them. They also seem to still have problems with like lag, their servers, and also desync. It's not as bad though as when the game first come out. They have improved it a lot since then, to be honest, so it's not as bad now, but they still do have a few problems with that. Another thing I also really find annoying, which I would also say is a problem because it's just these are easy fixes. I don't know why they're not just doing these things. So basically, if you want to go into a custom game with your mates, you've got to set up your custom match, right? But then they've got to join you after. So let's say they're already in your lobby. You create a custom match, they get kicked out of the lobby. And then they've got to join that lobby separate. And when you come out of the custom match, they've got to join you again to join a game. This is so annoying. Why can't they just stay in your lobby, go in the custom match, and then come out of the custom match, and they're still in your lobby? This can't be a hard fix. It's just annoying. And this last one is not really a problem. It's just more of a thing I would like them to add, which is just music in the main menu. It would just make it a bit more entertaining and fun while you're waiting in a lobby, waiting for the next game. But at least they haven't absolutely been doing nothing. Like, I know they've got a lot of problems they need to fix, but they have been fixing a lot of problems and adding a lot of things to the game, which, you know, I do like. So the first thing I will talk about is the store. You know, maybe some people don't like this, but I do personally. I do like they are adding a lot of different players on the store. I know you have to buy them, but I just like that you are able to buy these different real football players, and I'm sure in the future there's going to be so many different football players you can choose from, different legends, current players, and I just think that just looks really good. I like that you'll be able to play with these players but also play against them as well. I just think it's good for the game, and I think it makes the game look really good. They've also fixed some bugs and also like server problems like desync and lag, and obviously, as I said before, you know, you still have them problems now, but it just wasn't as bad as it was before, so they are trying to fix this at least. They're also patching and stopping all these exploits. Like, I can't remember all the names, but do you remember one where you could just jump all over the place and it was faster than running, but also if you just kept jumping, headering the ball, you could literally pretty much fly? They've patched all that, which is really good. It just shows they care about the game, and I remember I've seen an interview and they said it just looks silly, just like basically seeing a group of people like jumping everywhere instead of actually running, which I agree. It just made the game look awful, look stupid, so I'm glad they're actually, you know, doing stuff about this. And I don't want people to think I'm like hating on Rematch. Like, I really enjoy Rematch, and to be honest, Rematch is the most played game I've played like recently. I've been playing this a ton. But, you know, these are problems where I know they're probably going to fix in the future, right? But it's just when, you know, these are big problems, you know, a couple of them, and this is what I want to be fixed, because I don't want the game to die, and I don't want to get bored of the game either. I don't want to just play and then one day I think, you know what, I don't want to play this game anymore. I want to continue playing, and if they keep continuing to update it, it will keep me entertained and I'll keep wanting to play it, and not just me, and I think a lot of other people too. I want this game to like live, and I want this game to do really well. So for me, they're pretty much the biggest problems of Rematch at the moment. If I forgot any problems, if you can think of any more, just let me know below. If you want to watch my other Rematch video, feel free to do so, and I'll see you in the next video.